Welcome back to the beige room. Today we're off site. We're in my living room. I needed some more desktop space to have a look at some few keyboards. That's right, it's keyboard time. After fooling around with computers for long enough, you will start having opinions about the keyboards you use. And for a while I was happy with this Keytronic ErgoForce. You know, it looks vintage and cool and it's not too bad, but it's a rubber dome keyboard. Still is far better than most of the modern types you find with these very small, squishy feeling keys. And this one is just terrible in comparison. Also, some people buy these, what is it? I think it's from a brand called Banana or Orange, I'm not sure. It's just like a laptop and I can't really say that I like it. So, and these very small arrow keys, come on, what is this? This is another rubber dome keyboard. It's extremely silent, I'd say. You can barely hear it. I was told that this was a librarian type or a librarian's keyboard, and if we take a look inside, it's quite old. It's got this huge controller board. This is a PS2 keyboard, but I removed the cable and you'll see why just in a second. So looking through the keyboards I had, I found this piece, which is Focus. Is it 2001? I don't remember the name, but it's made by Focus. It's a late 80s mechanical keyboard and it feels super nice. It came with this cable. It's a DIN 5. It's a big old socket and plugs right into the controller on the inside. So I had that removed and I simply switched it out with this cable here, which results in PS2, which is something I can use on my new computer. Now this keyboard has the option of switching between AT standard and XT. So that means if I still use the old cable, I could plug this into a PC XT or an AT compatible and just switch that over. I can still do that if I just add an adapter to this PS2 socket here. I believe these are Alps switches, blue ones. The key travel is not that deep, it's rather shallow in comparison to other keyboards of the kind, but it feels very tactile and responsive. I kept using this for a while and I was very happy with it. Oh, you can't type on that thing. So sorry about the capture quality here. So I found this on the internet. This guy here made a way to adapt old keyboards to USB using a Teensy board, and really just Google it and you follow the instructions. It's really simple. You buy a Teensy, you flash it with the software that he wrote, and optionally you can alter the configurations on the keyboard, and you just throw that in there and it works. It's super nice. Later I got a hold of this keyboard here, which is from a typewriter. It's from an IBM Wheelwriter. It's from the 80s, I believe 1985, 86. And this is in fact a Model M keyboard for a typewriter. So the keys are mechanical buckling springs. It's a membrane keyboard. You can have a look on the underside here. So there's the plastic and there's just a lot of these guys being melted in place, and eventually they'll crack off and the keyboard will fall apart. Yeah, but so far it's really pleasant to use, and got arrow keys. That's very nice. For this hole on the right side here is supposed to be a panel full of LEDs, and I don't know, maybe I could use that, just have them light up for various stuff. I don't know, maybe I can tweak that into something. But typing on this is just wonderful. You can see the layout is a bit odd. You have this code key here, which is now set to be the control, so control save or copy paste. You have the shift, which is normal. The cap lock is here. I use these keys for some various tasks like escape and some function keys. You can have page up and page down. I set this to be delete. I use delete so much, so I need the delete key. All this is, you can just go ahead and alter what the keys does. It's really nice. And here you can see the teensy board, which I soldered. You can see I did this on my own. It's not pretty. Into these sockets, which just clamps onto these ribbon cables. So in fact the keyboard is not altered or modified in any way. I could put this back to the wheel rider at any time. It's just this adapter that's acting as an interface and outputting the data to USB, so the computer recognizes it as a keyboard and you can just go ahead and type. I can plug this into any computer or Chromebook or anything I want, as long as this is programmed correctly. So after using this a while, the Model M, I figured it can still step it up even one more notch. Ugh. This is not a sewing machine. This is actually from IBM, and it's my mother-in-law's computer when she was young, and lucky she won this in the lottery. Let's see what we got here. I can't say this is my thing. It's not in my possession, but it's in my collection right now. This is the IBM Portable Personal Computer, also known as the 5155. Let's see if we can get this out here. Oh, it's so heavy. Remove the bag. Yeah, so according to my mother-in-law, this computer was used a lot, but it still looks very nice. Yeah. So here we go. And voila. What this is a portable computer. It's in close to mint condition. It could need a little cleanup, but most importantly, this keyboard, oh, just listen to that. This is a Model F. It's the portable version, of course. It's got a lightweight chassis of plastic. The bottom plate is aluminum, and you have this funky 6-pin, like a telephone jack, that connects in here. Let's see if we can remove this keyboard from the PC. That's rather simple. And here you go. How about using this instead? I'm just gonna borrow this. You'll get it back, I promise. So go back to your sleep now. Now, in order to use this keyboard with a modern PC, we need a little bit of modification. This is, of course, a very strange connector. It's a 6-pin, what's it called, connector, but there are only 4 wires on the inside, so it's just the 4 pins in the middle here that's being used. So I made an adapter from another TNC20 board, USB here, and you can see I've soldered in 4 wires. They got the same color and the same function as the original ones. Strange thing is that the ground wire is the red one, the 5 volt or VCC is the brown one, and the data lines, you got the clock and the signal white and black. And what I did, I just soldered on to this network connector. This is an 8-pin standard network, like 10 base T connector. Nothing out of the ordinary. And what you can do is just have this 6-pin plug right into it, like no problems, whatever. And you can see I soldered these wires to the center pins here, so it's going right into the keyboard itself. This way I can connect this on USB to my brand new computer or anything I want. So just like the modified Model M typewriter keyboard, once you got the adapter ready, you can just plug this into, well, a free USB slot. And it just works. So now you can go ahead and be poetic and type whatever you want to and enjoy the Model F keyboard here. So all in all, this is definitely the best keyboard I own. It's probably one of the best keyboards in the world. It's over 30 years old. It's 33 years old, I think. But it looks like brand new and it feels really nice and solid. The switches or the keycaps, they are a little bit loose once you wiggle them, but it's nothing you notice when you type on it. You might notice like the very large plus key here, you can rotate it so much that you can almost jam it under the other keys. You know, it's quite flimsy, but once you just press it down and use it like you should, there's no problem at all. The biggest issue I've got with this keyboard is, of course, the layout is a bit weird. You have the control key here, caps lock down here, and the small enter key is, sometimes you miss it, you press something else. But all in all, the type feel here is just so damn good. So I'm just going to stick with this. And I'll probably use the Model M back down in the beige room. Maybe after 33 years it's time to remove the protective plastic here. Oh yeah. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you got a keyboard like this laying around and you want to use it with your modern computer, it's really simple, it's very cheap. You buy this teensy board, you flash the converter software and do some soldering. Hopefully you can make a connector like this and you don't destroy the original one. Can always put it back to the computer where it belongs, and you just use it, you just have fun with it. It's super nice. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care now.